Hey everybody, and welcome to this astrological analysis of Mars entering Virgo, and this is happening from the 18th of August right up until the 3rd of October. So during this transit, Mars, which represents motivation, energy and drive, and Virgo signifies practicality and attention to detail, come together. This can bring about a productive period for us all. This transit encourages us to focus on refining our skills and sharpening our efficiency in both our personal and professional expression and plans as well. It's an excellent time to, tackle tasks that maybe you've been putting off, that require precision or being meticulous, paying attention to detail. Also to organise your life, establish good habits, especially physical ones, that look after your overall well-being, as well as, streamlining your daily activities, so getting rid of things, habits from your daily routine that stunt your growth or waste your time. First, I'm going to talk about the aspects that happens during Mars transit in Virgo for about 6 weeks, from 18th of August to the 3rd of October. So Mars is making a trine to Uranus, which is separating at 1.09 degrees. Mars is making an opposition to Neptune, which is applying at 2.54 degrees, and Mars is also making a trine to Pluto, which is also applying at 4.19 degrees, and Mars is also sextiling the ascendant as well. So applying aspects in astrology means that they're more closer, and separation means the planets or luminaries involved are moving away from each other. So now I'm going to talk about the positive and negative of these aspects during these times, and the aspect that Mars is making at the time it goes into Virgo are going to influence the whole period it stays there. So the first aspect, as I said, is Mars making a trine to Uranus. So this can bring a surge of innovative and dynamic energy to Mars's actions, to our action drives. It allows us to take calculated risks and embrace change and initiate new ventures, but we have to watch out for being impulsive, ignoring other people's boundaries and overlooking important details in our excitement to move forward. So just make sure you calculate the risks and write out strategic plans. Mars's opposition to Neptune creates a tension between the assertive nature of Mars and the dreamy, illusionary, addictive energy of Neptune. So this transit, blurs boundaries and can lead to confusion and deception, so we have to watch out for making unrealistic plans and having idealistic expectations, as well as taking misguided actions that can undermine your efforts to move forward. So excessively using drugs and alcohol, doing anything, maybe binging too much that drains your energy, and this can lead to losing your job or just lowering your performance at your job or creative projects and stuff like that. But on the positive end, it helps with our psychic and spiritual sort of exploration and conscious expansion as well. So on the plus side, we have to remember to stay grounded, seek clarity and be wary of any temptations that can lead us astray right now. Mars is trying to Pluto, empowers us and gives a deep sense of determination and intensity. It encourages us to delve into our passions, embrace our personal power and make significant progress towards our goals. By using this energy wisely, we can initiate positive change in our lives and overcome any obstacles that come our way. However, it's important to be mindful to not become too controlling or forceful in our plans, and balance is key to using this energy positively. The last aspect, which is a minor aspect, is Mars making a semi-sextile to the ascendant, and this, enhances our ability to be more assertive and to be more self-expressive during this time as well. It brings a touch of charm and charisma to our interactions, making it easier for you to assert yourself without coming across as overly aggressive, because Mars energy can sometimes make us just be like, I want this done now, not taking into account what other people want. So this energy helps us chill out a bit and take into account how others feeling as well, and just take confident strides towards our goals, but in a harmonious way. And this can help us get the support of others. And sometimes when we act like an ass, when we act like my way or the highway, people can put obstacles or just go against our plans because we are not going about it in the right way. So this energy helps us gain the support of people by being honest and being respectful as well. So it also reminds us of the importance between finding the balance between assertiveness and diplomacy. So now I'm going to talk about the holistic spiritual meaning, past life and karmic implications of Mars transiting in Virgo. So when Mars transits in Virgo, it carries a deeply profound and holistic spiritual meaning, which invites us to delve into the realms of self-improvement and pay meticulous attention to detail. This transit urges us to use the energy of Mars, the planet of action and assertiveness, with the practical and analytical framework of Virgo. So Virgo sort of like chills out Mars's energy. So on the spiritual level, this transit encourages us to examine our patterns of behaviour and redirect our energy towards honouring our skills and improving ourselves from within. It prompts us to take a closer look at our actions, motivations, and how they align with our higher purpose. Mars in Virgo prompts us to confront any unresolved karmic issues related to perfectionism, criticism, and the need for control. It may bring to us situations that challenges us to overcome these tendencies to control or to criticise ourselves and others, and seek sort of like balance within ourselves. Instead, this is the main focus, giving up on perfectionism. In terms of past life implications, Mars in Virgo invites us to explore any past life experiences where we have been overly critical or perfectionistic, and where being so, just seeking for perfection or being too critical may have cut you off from the richness of life. You may be doing that in this current lifetime as well. So it just focuses us to, strive for excellence, always try and do your best, but realise that sometimes your personal best differs from what you think in our minds, without overthinking is our best as well. And this is why it's so important, and I always bang on about breaking bigger goals into small steps. So Mars in Virgo encourages healing and growth by allowing us to learn from our past patterns of being overly critical or not loving ourselves enough, or what humans can be like, and I've been guilty of it. I won't buy myself this chocolate bar, or I won't go on this holiday. It's usually big things like that, until when I've lost this amount of weight, or until I've done this thing. And sometimes years can go by and we don't reward ourselves because we always feel like we need to reach a specific goal. And sometimes we do have to save money and all of that. That's not what I'm saying, but sometimes we can be just mean in ourselves as human beings. So this energy encourages us to let go of our karmic baggage and to nurture ourselves and to embrace self-improvement. And yes, it wants us to pay attention to detail, but to the correct details, we want to reach our goals, but while we're reaching our goals, we can't ignore the needs of our well-being, our psychological and emotional health and physical health as well. So we have to pay attention to those, and I'll talk more about how we can look after our overall well-being later. So ultimately, on the holistic spiritual level, Mars in Virgo wants us to examine our behaviours and motivations and make sure that they truly align with our authentic life purpose. So now I'm going to talk more about what Mars in Virgo means for career, educational, spiritual and personal development, and how this energy can positively and negatively affect these sort of areas of your life. So Mars, the fiery planet of action and energy, transiting in Virgo, affects our career by enhancing our work ethic. We may want to do more, pay more attention to detail. Also gives us more access to our problem solving abilities, or wants us to use these abilities rather than be impulsive. It can give us the drive to pursue new projects and take calculated risks to achieve our goals. Our analytical skills can be more on point, which can make it a valuable asset in our, work career and also our personal projects as well. However, negatively, we have to be cautious not to become overly critical, as I've been saying, and perfectionist again, as it may strain relationships with colleagues or superiors, or we may just burn out. We have to sort of chill out and take care of our entertainment needs as well, because all work and no play makes us dull. So note to myself here. So yeah. Also, in terms of education, Mars in Virgo stimulates our intellectual curiosity and focus, allowing us to excel in our studies. So, our analytical and critical thinking abilities can be sharpened, making it easier for us to grasp complex concepts right now. This transit encourages us to dive deep into our academic pursuits and push ourselves to new limits. However, it's important to be mindful of becoming overly competitive or self-critical, as it may stunt our overall learning experience right now. It's good for technical and research work, but also it wants us to also not ignore our creative sort of input, and to be open to, thinking outside the box and to get out of our comfort zones and rethink what we think we know in terms of our academic and educational abilities as well. On the spiritual level, Mars in Virgo urges us to take a more practical approach towards our spiritual growth. We can feel more motivated to incorporate discipline and structure into our spiritual practice, whether this be meditation, yoga, tai chi, dance, screaming, breathwork meditation, emotional freedom technique, Reiki, whatever it is you're into. This transit wants us to take a more methodical and diligent approach to seeking knowledge, reminding us that we need to take time out for introspection, question ourselves, are our spiritual beliefs really practical? And this is not to say spirituality has to be practical, but some of the beliefs are a bit out there. And I used to believe in these things, so don't worry, pitfalls. We have to always remember, when people say I'm woke or I'm awake, no, we're in my terms, and what I've come to on my journey is that we're always awakening. There's always things to learn in all areas of our lives, and when we think we know it all, learnt it all, then this is when we cause real problems for ourselves. So just keep that in mind. So by allowing ourselves to reflect more, and be more open and to question ourselves, we can align our actions with our spiritual beliefs, and this is our daily actions, because sometimes there can be cognitive dissonance over this. What we do daily is who we become. And this is a note to me as much as it is to anyone out there who's listening as well. So just bear that in mind. It's about the daily habits that we do. And with all that being said, we also have to, watch out for being too cautious and becoming too rigid or dogmatic and inflexible in our spiritual practices. Flexibility and openness are key in our spiritual growth. In terms of personal development, Mars in Virgo can inspire us to take charge of our personal growth and development. It gives us the energy and determination to tackle any challenges that come our way. This transit pushes us to improve ourselves physically, mentally and emotionally. You can be motivated to set goals and work towards them with unwavering focus and dedication. So this is an excellent time to establish healthy habits and routines that support your overall well-being. In terms of physical development, Mars in Virgo encourages us to prioritize our fitness and take actions towards maintaining a healthy lifestyle, whether it's going for a nice gentle walk, hitting the gym, going for a run, or exploring new workout routines. You can find that your energy levels are higher right now, and that you have the motivation to push yourself further. Mentally, this transit can ignite our intellectual curiosity and encourages us to expand our knowledge base. As I said earlier, you may find yourself drawn to learning new things, pursuing further education, or, just learning for the sake of it, reading more books, wanting to listen to new podcasts or listen to old podcasts you were once into, watch movies, I don't know, stream online videos, even gaming, whatever it is that, expands your mind listening to music. Your focus and attention to detail can be heightened during this time, allowing you to absorb information more readily and to make connections that enhance your understanding. Emotionally, Mars in Virgo wants us to take a more proactive approach to self-awareness and our emotional, spiritual, psychological sort of well-being. You may feel compelled to explore your feelings and thought patterns, seeking ways to heal any emotional wounds or unresolved issues you have. This transit encourages you to embrace self-care practices that nourishes your soul and cultivate inner peace. In terms of committed relationships and hookups, when Mars moves through Virgo, it brings an energetic and passionate sort of like energy of Mars that combines with Virgo's analytical and practical qualities. On the positive side, this transit brings an increased sense of detail and practicality to our intimate encounters. It can increase efficiency and organisation in the way partners navigate their physical connections. But on the negative end, it can bring out, as I said earlier, the keywords perfectionist tendencies leading to overthinking and increased criticism, which, it's not really good in the bedroom and in life sometimes. But if you normally miss date nights and things like that, and you miss anniversaries, this energy can help you remember them. But you also have to make sure that you maintain clear boundaries and set your boundaries, ensuring that you actively listen and open to communication that is honest, and ensure that constructive feedback doesn't get in the way of you being spontaneous and your enjoyment of your hookups or your committed relationship sexual exploration. So now I'm just going to talk a bit more about the positive and negatives. So in terms of committed relationships, there can be an increased attention to detail. So it allows you to focus on even the smallest aspects of the partnership. And, sometimes we can say that it's the little things that make us leave our partners, that they don't remember, like our anniversaries and, maybe putting the toilet seat down and putting the cap back on the toothpaste. So these little things can turn into big things. So this energy allows us to be more attentive, and this can lead to improved communication, deepen our understanding, and bring a stronger sense of connection between partners. So that's good. It can increase dedication to work on, relationship issues that cause conflicts within committed relationships, bringing the necessary drive and determination to resolve these problems, which can also strengthen the bond between partners. As I said, it can make you more organised, because Virgo's influence brings emphasis on structure and order, which can positively impact committed relationships. Partners may find themselves working together more efficiently, making plans and achieving shared goals with ease. So it's good, if you're saying, we always want to do ballroom dancing or work out together or play games more together or watch TV shows together or knit together or, learn to do the moonwalk together, whatever it is, togethership is the key theme of Mars in Virgo, as it makes our sexual motivation energy in terms of committed relationships and hookups focus more on everybody's involved needs, which is always good. Negatively, it can lead towards over-analysing and nitpicking, and this can put a strain on committed relationships. Partners may find themselves focusing too much on flaws and imperfections, causing unnecessary tension and disagreements, and at the worst end, breakups or separations in relationship. The increased criticism can create a hostile environment where people can feel constantly judged. This can lead to arguments and resentment. There can also be difficulty in expressing emotions, because Virgo's practicality can, stunt, inhibit the expression of emotions. We may find it harder to commit or more challenging to openly communicate our feelings and emotions to ourselves even, or our partners as well. We may not even understand, we may not want to deal with emotions. Obviously there's other things going on as well, astrologically and in your own natal chart. But yeah, so this energy anyway can create a sense of emotional disconnection and make it difficult for partners to truly understand and support each other. Perfectionism can also take a toll. As I said, this energy brings us wanting to be perfect too much, and this is good because it can highlight the ways that we are control freaks. I'm guilty of it, and we all can be. A lot of the time it comes from trauma, where we didn't have control in some areas of our life, maybe in our childhood or other times, and then we have this excessive need for things to be just so. So these perfectionist tendencies can cause us to set unrealistic expectations for ourselves and our partners, and this constant need for everything to be flawless can create pressure and strain in relationships, leading to feelings of inadequacy and dissatisfaction. We can also lack the energy and drive to seek adventure and be spontaneous, and this can make the relationship dry and stagnant as we stick to our routines and schedules. So it's important to take some time out for shared adventures, which can break the feelings of boredom and monotony in relationships. And sometimes because you just do the same things, then this can make you feel like you're out of love when actually you just need to change things up a bit. Going back to hookup relationships, additionally, under this transit, you may find yourself more focused on the physical aspects of your connections. So yeah, hookup relationships during this transit may involve a careful approach where individuals strive to perfect their techniques in and out the bedroom to satisfy their partners in every possible way. Mars in Virgo also emphasizes communication and honest expression of desires in hookup relationships as well. So you encourage to again communicate clearly and let your expectations known, and also be aware of your partner's expectations so you can find a more mutual understanding. Also, this transit may bring a heightened awareness of boundaries and consent, promoting healthy and respectful interactions during hookups as well. Also, it can enhance our self-discipline and self-control as it urges us to prioritize our physical health and well-being, which can positively impact hookups. So this can be taking care of your personal hygiene physically, and also making sure you take the right sexual health precautions like using protection and stuff like that as well. Looking after yourself physically and emotionally and spiritually can increase confidence, enhancing the overall experience for all partners involved. Because let's face it, well, you may be into that, so I'm not going to get into that. But anyway, it's good for all sorts of, especially discipline and control, for self-exploration of stuff like BDSM techniques and stuff like that. So overall, the influence of Mars transiting in Virgo can be seen as a time of focused attention, practicality, improved abilities in and out of the bedroom, clear communication and self-discipline. It offers an opportunity for you and us and we to enhance our intimate experiences by paying attention to detail, expressing desires honestly, respecting boundaries and prioritising physical well-being. To sum this up now, Mars' transit in Virgo is a potent combination of dynamic energy that can be used to transform and to enhance our assertiveness and sense of self in and out of our relationships. It's a time filled with opportunities for growth and progress if approached with mindfulness and balance. Stay focused on your goals, channeling Mars' determination and intensity into productive actions. Take the initiative to make positive changes in your life, overcoming any obstacles that may come up. Remember to stay grounded and seek clarity, avoiding any temptations that may lead you astray. Use the transformative potential of Mars trine Pluto by embracing your personal power and digging deep into your passions and express them. But be careful not to become too controlling or forceful in how you express yourself. Find the right balance. The subtle influence of Mars's semi-sextile to the ascendant reminds us to be assertive in our self-expression and gives us the chance to, have a bit of charm and panache and charisma to our interactions. So this can help us influence people in a confident way without appearing too aggressive. And it's a reminder to navigate your path during the time of Mars transiting in Virgo with diplomacy and harmony. So yeah, that was my take on Mars transiting in Virgo. Take care and look after yourself now.